The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. Robert Frost. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Nelson Mandela. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The future depends on what you do today. Mahatma Gandhi. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt. The best revenge is massive success. Frank Sinatra. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Martin Luther King Jr. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Sam Levinson. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Plato. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Aristotle Onassis. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. George Washington. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. Albert Einstein. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Edmund Burke. The greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Confucius. Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are certain to miss the future. John F. Kennedy. To succeed in life, you need 2 things: ignorance and confidence. Mark Twain. The only thing standing between you and your dream is the will to try and the belief that it is actually possible. Joel Brown. The greatest lesson in life is to know that even fools are right sometimes. Winston Churchill. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Drucker. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Confucius. The only thing that stands between you and your dream is the will to try and the belief that it is actually possible. Joel Brown.